Well, we just watched episode 6 of Gotham, called By Fire. That's right. Looking at the notes. What do you want? What do you want? It's live. We're live. So what did we learn? Well, we learned that... Is that your bedroom over there, Mr. Nygma? We learned that, yes, it is. And he does know how to rock the Casbah. Good job, Ed. Don't screw it up later in the episode. We also learned Butch got a new hand. What you didn't see is that actually, if you lift it up, it's a beer stein. Like this. Pretty neat. And lastly, we learned, for the record, y'all suck. That's from Kat, not me. From Selena. I'm Chad Perkins, and this is After Gotham. Well. Yes. Welcome, everyone, to After Gotham, the show that films and airs after Gotham. We are live, and please help me welcome to the red couch of...
Fire.
Yeah.
Corduroy?
Did we do fire last time?
No.
I think it's a corduroy couch. We did do fire last time.
You did?
Yeah.
Flame.
So I'm going to call it
Sorry.
the red couch of corduroy, because I think it looks like corduroy.
It is a little. It is a little.
It's a little bit.
A wee bit.
From the In the Comics podcast and the In the Comics Dead Edition videocast, he is David Cottingham. And from TCG, he is Cory Cooley. Welcome.
Hello, all.
Gentlemen.
Hello, all.
Hello.
Good to be here once again.
By Fire.
Yes.
By Fire.
Initial reactions, Dave Cottingham.
It was a steady climb to getting better, to improving in this episode. You know what I mean?
A slow burn?
Slow burn. Oh.
Is it better to burn out or fade away?
No. It was. It was entertaining with the Penguin stuff and Butch. A little slow on the Selena side, a little bit with what's her name? What's her real name? Fireflies.
Yeah. Of course, you
Patty,
are
no,
talking about Bridget Pike.
Bridget.
Yes.
Bridget.
So anyway, Bridget. Yeah. So
Bridget.
that was okay, and then we got a little bit sprinkling of the Nygma stuff, going on. So, but yeah, it kept getting better, and then ultimately it was really good at the end. So, felt good about it.
What'd you think, Cory?
Edward E. Nygma. No, I know that's from Batman Forever, I think. Batman Forever, when he goes, I don't know, anyways, he figures out who it is. Big part I liked about this was, what did it for me was the Riddler part. I loved it. I think this is kind of what we called. Starting to realize that he was going to snap along the lines with her. We haven't really seen him do that yet, but I think it's coming. I think it's on its way. But all in all, episode was solid. Solid season 2 episode.
Yeah, and there was a lot going on in this episode, but let's just kind of talk about, I think the most exciting part was the Enigma stuff and poor Miss Kringle. And if you're watching this, hopefully you have watched Gotham, but if not, spoilers, obviously. But
Right.
Kristen Kringle dead. She dead.
She ain't real. She dead.
She dead.
Yeah. That Colonel.
I kind of think that if he had just become a happy couple, the two of them, that he may have never become the Riddler. He was, he killed once, sure, but it was to get Miss Kringle, and then he had her, and then all would have been hunky-dory, but he thought that she wanted more from him, secrets, to trust, for him to trust her, and he gave her exactly that. Then it did not go the way he was planning.
Yeah,
I think we all kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think if he had not tragically and accidentally strangled Kristen, that he wouldn't eventually made that trip to Riddler Town, or what do you think?
Riddler Town.
I actually thought the opposite. I thought she was going to be okay with it. I thought she was going to be like, wow.
You did that for me.
You did that for me? I for real.
Yeah.
Because I thought that she had maybe a little bit of a dark side on her, too.
Mm.
You know? So I was... But once she obviously didn't go for it, or didn't like it, obviously, I felt like her demise was inevitable.
Yeah, it was kind of like in Dexter when when someone found out who Dexter was, they're dead. You know, you just knew. You know, he's like, oh well, they gotta die now. So I guess I kind of just rolled off my tongue as soon as she found out. It's
yeah, as soon as her attitude changed, it was.
she's got to die.
I mean, because he would have. I mean, he would have been arrested. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he would have been. I guess unless they can't find his evidence, that's the body he got rid of, right?
Speaking of evidence, he had
He got
Doherty's
the badge,
right there in his nightstand or in a drawer or something. Do you think he was holding on to that because he was kind of proud of it? Why do you think he had that badge?
Yeah, for being so nervous about it, it's funny that he'd keep something like that around.
Yeah.
But you know, it's some kind of trophy. It has to be. I mean, those kind of people, those kind of like murderers and psychopaths, they usually either leave something, or like the Riddler ends up doing, or they keep something. So I could see where that's. It doesn't surprise me that he kept it. Especially the badge, which would be I think the thing to keep.
Because he didn't seem to have too much of an internal struggle when he was telling Kristen that, hey, I stabbed him, he died.
He was ready to do it.
When it happened, he was torn up about it and seemed to be, what have I done? What have I done? But here he's like, see, do you believe me? Huh? Here's his badge. I killed him. Huh? Yeah, stabbed him. Stabbed him. He bled out right there. So obviously he's more in that mental state of mind. But yeah, I just wonder if he had never. It's kind of the Darth Vader thing, right? No, I've killed the woman that I love. It's evil times now.
Right.
There's nothing to live for.
So where do you think Riddler is going now? Or Nygma. Nygma.
Well, he's got obviously he's going to be questioned. What happened to old Kringles, because he was with her, and then they have this relationship now. So there's going to be questions asked. So he's got to. He's got to get rid of the body again, I guess, unless he plans on just hanging on to her. I mean, he could, right? He's like gone. But I thought that was I was about to say the best part about her dying. The best part about it was his other half. Like, that was who was choking her.
Right. He didn't seem to notice.
No, because he was talking to her like, I will never hurt you, or that other half was.
Because it was actually almost surprising. It didn't look like he was putting that much pressure.
Oh, I knew he was choking her. I mean, you could tell she was dying.
But when she kind of fell, I was like, oh,
but that's what I got. That's
dead.
the sense I got, was like, the other half of him was like killing her. The other half was trying to say, I'm never going to hurt you. So that was pretty cool. That was really cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
What is he like?
The duality.
That's why I'm here.
The duality.
That's why you're on the red couch. Yeah. What is he like in the comics? Because we've talked before about how the Joker is not actually crazy. He's very much with it.
Right. It's more of a rouge.
Yeah. What about the Riddler? What's going on in the comics in his head?
Complete and utter psychopath. I mean, or what? I just played Arkham Knight. He described him perfectly in that game. I can't remember his exact words, but he's a.
Well, yeah, that's the game too. That's different, a little different. I mean, he's been a couple different versions. He's been that just like
obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
He's
just that obsession with trickster. Trying to get people to solve things, but which lead down to almost their demise in a sense. But in the New 52, he was part of 0 Year. He's part of Batman's becoming Batman. That first year. They call it 0 Year. It's a really good series. If anybody should go read that, because he basically takes over the entire city. And again, I think I think he did work for him. I think he worked for Wayne Enterprises.
Wayne Enterprises,
right?
yeah. When
so very
Bruce's
Batman Forever,
uncle
you
or
know,
something
kind of
Right.
thing.
was
Yeah.
running it.
Yeah, and he takes the whole city hostage, blacks it out. You know, there's a point where it's called Dark City. There's a whole arc of Dark City during Zero Year where the entire city's black. You know, it's pretty cool because, real quick note, that's actually how the bat signal becomes created. That Jim Gordon gets taken hostage by a bunch of criminals, and he has a flashlight with him, and he gets thrown off the bridge, and he's flashing the flashlight, and Batman comes and saves him, happened to be there, and swings in and saves him. So ever since then, that's what he starts. He throws up the bat signal.
Yeah.
But anyway.
A little bigger, fast.
And the Riddler,
Yeah.
the thing about the Riddler also is that he's, like you said, there are different versions of him, but he's obsessed with the ultimate riddle is one, which
Absolutely.
is Batman. But then
Yes.
he sees Batman. He calls him. I feel like he calls him detective. He sees him as his peer,
Is equal.
As his equal.
equal.
Yeah.
Brain power. I'm having a brain fart actually. So
His intellects, they are
intellectually
Oh, yeah.
equal. Yeah. So he's the only one that can
Well,
actually
the ultimate
challenge.
challenger. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, same thing as Raj al Ghul, and everybody. Batman's the only thing to actually challenge him, and that comes all the way back to the same thing, which is like, would there be Riddler without Batman, Batman without Riddler, and all that stuff. So, but yeah.
Now I'm wondering if there'd be Riddler without Kringle dying.
Yeah. There's That's what's.
There's
it
a lot
looks
of
like
there's a
it's-
lot of death going on with him that's causing him to turn. Obviously,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah.
with Doherty, I
Yeah.
think is right, Doherty, and then
Dirty.
Kringle now,
Dirty.
and it's not going to stop there.
No,
It's
probably,
probably
not.
going to keep going.
Probably.
I want to see some kind
Probably
of.
so.
But I want to see.
Into
I want to.
more.
I want more. I
Create
actually
his
want
first
more
riddle.
riddles.
How
I
cool
want
would that
more
be?
riddles. You know, I want the question mark to be laying around somewhere. Like,
I will
whoa.
give. It's not. Was it not Jerry Bruckheimer? Is it? Batman Forever.
Joel Schumacher.
Joel Schumacher.
Not-
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
that's-
Yeah. Confused. Yeah, the name.
Jerry Bruckheimer is respected.
Yeah, he is. You're right. But it was one of my favorite parts was, Jim Carrey as the Riddler was awesome, and when he was creating those riddles and talking and stuff, like that's
Yeah.
that goes back to like almost the campiness riddle, but he made it real dark. I really like the way he did it, and the way is it Cory Michael? What's the
Cory Michael Smith. Right?
Cory Michael
Yes.
Smith? I don't really see any of that. This is a true, truly. I think. So far it's been pretty original rendition. Like I don't know of any point in time when he had to do a dual personality. So what he's doing here is,
Yeah, that's different. That's
what he's
definitely
doing
different.
here. I think is interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. Also, right now I just want to jump to the end of the episode because,
Okay.
yeah, this is one thing I'll say. This is one thing I'll say about this
Jerry
episode.
Joel.
Jerry Joel.
Buffalo
Yeah.
Trace talking.
Samesies. One thing I kind of felt about this episode is there's not a whole lot of episodes of Gotham where you're like, I gotta watch the next one. Things are really building. This episode, for as kind of slow and lackluster as it may have seemed in the beginning, like you said, it was kind of like a roller coaster ride. Most of it was
Slow burn.
the slow burn going up. We've got Cat emotionally in shambles. We've got this raid happening by the Penguin. The question is Butch, did he get reprogrammed or not? We'll talk about that later.
Johnny Five alive.
We've now seen Indian Hill, and we know that Firefly is not dead, and is probably now going to become the supervillain that we kind of all know. It's like, what's next? What's next? And the next episode is called Mommy's Little Monster. What?
Wow, yeah.
So now I felt like this episode,
Little
the
monster.
first three, the Jerome arc, everything's so great. Now this, it's like season 2, man. It's on this roller coaster.
You're right.
Tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick. We're going to get the wah coming up here.
Yeah.
But we heard of Indian Hill in the first season. Kind of remind our viewers of when this talk of Indian Hill came up.
It was the deal between.
It was early on, right? It was
yeah.
like fourth or fifth
It was
episode.
while Penguin was.
It was called Arkham. I think it was
flipping-
episode Arkham.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Yeah.
They were like there, I think, and they were like, at Arkham, and it was like Maroni and
Falcone.
Oh, you got me. And I guess, what was it? And Penguin was, we didn't know he was working for Falcone, but he was.
You say Balcone.
Falcone.
You didn't say Falcone. You said something else.
Falcone.
Falcone.
Anyways, he brought that to the table and said, "Ooh, you should take Indian Hill," but it's like Indian Hill was this crap land, and he said, "Here, he would
like
never
a toxic
know."
waste dump, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he kind of.
But it's
that was a part of
underground.
the deal.
This thing is underground, obviously.
It's something like that. I mean, I don't quote me, but it was something like.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. It was a toxic wasteland, but
Yeah.
it had this facility underground.
And we haven't heard of it since then, and now we finally get a glimpse. I mean, first of all, we thought Firefly died in the burn, in the flames, but not dead.
Nope.
Bandaged up and going with all the other monsters down in Indian Hill, a division of
Wayne Enterprises. Yeah, that's crazy. One of the many secrets that Thomas Wayne knew or didn't know. We don't know that yet either.
Exactly.
Someone busted the computer.
Bruce. Who would have thought password was Bruce? Who would have thought that?
By now, if you're in here, you know that
it almost.
I couldn't resist doing the password.
If you're reading this,
name.
If you're reading this, you already know.
Of course.
I love you.
Yeah. Jeez. So what kind of speculations do we have about what's going on in Indian Hill? Who's behind it?
Well, there's been several. Earlier on, I think in the year, there was some teasing about certain characters that are a little beyond belief coming up. Like, I mean, I think there was like Clayface, and I thought for some reason I thought I heard Killer Croc at some point, but they were referred to as monsters. So, you know, the only thing I could think of besides that, and there was rumors of Dr. Hugo Strange, which is funny that they mentioned monsters because Dr. Hugo Strange had that ties in with him in a way. But yeah, I mean, Dr. Hugo Strange is actually one of the first reoccurring villains that Batman had, and it predated the Joker and Catwoman for a little while. So yeah, it'd be pretty cool if we saw Dr. Hugo Strange. I think it was. I think it was number 36, Detective Comics 36. I think it was. So it was pretty early on, and he was one of the only villains to figure out who Batman was through his
glasses. His very thick glasses.
Right. Yeah.
I can see you. I'm a PhD. Damn it. But yeah, so yeah, he's a very formidable foe.
Right.
It'd be really cool to see him. A young one. It'd be younger.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Dave,
not bald.
What did you think of the few glimpses we saw of these characters down there in Indian Hill?
Yeah, I mean, the ones that we kind of thought we made out was, there was that bandaged guy. So I guess immediately the only bandaged guy, I read some online of different characters, but one is Hush that you kind of think of.
But we saw him last season as a kid.
Correct, but it was a different version of Joker too, so
right.
Maybe there's a different Hush. Yeah, so I don't know about that, but then the Catwoman thing kind of threw me off. Like, it looked like a woman in a leather suit.
That's why it's funny that you said the next episode was called Mommy's Little Monster.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like, well,
that's Selena's mother?
Yeah.
I doubt it, but I don't know. That was interesting. You know,
she has been looking for her mom, and that's been mentioned a lot of times.
How maybe did she get down there?
But there was one thing that would look like it was just hands sticking up. I think it looked like they were almost like croc hands or something like that, or monster hands. It's monsters. So honestly, I'm anticipating a Killer Croc. I think that's someone you can bring to this world right now. Mm-hmm. Possibly Clayface.
That would be really cool.
I love Clayface's story.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I love
possibly
his origin, the actor.
But see, I don't know. They said they had mentioned. I don't remember that ever. I remember Killer Croc being.
Yeah.
teased.
Yeah.
And they did. And
I've never heard of Clayface either. But I'm just thinking of monsters that are in
really
Batman that you can bring. But I think you could possibly see Scarecrow coming out of there.
Ooh.
The guy from last year.
Yes, he could have been transferred to Indian Hill because he was so messed up.
So you get Firefly, you get Scarecrow, you get Killer Croc, maybe. You know, maybe is it possible you get maybe a Man-Bat? You know,
Dr. Isley or what's his? No,
that's Pamela Isley.
I can't think of her last name. It was just on the video.
It starts with an L. Shoot, I forget. I forget his name.
Keep going.
But Man-Bat, you know, monster type characters. So I mean, those type of characters are kind of these second tier Batman characters. I think that you can have that could come back later in life,
right?
Versus the Jokers and Riddlers and
Langstrom. I knew
that's right.
I
told you it was an L. And then
I mixed up D and L.
There was mentions of like Dr. Freeze, but I don't know about that. That's
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
It'd be cool if it was a young learned
Victor. His name is Dr. Victor Freeze, right?
Yeah.
Doctor.
Yeah, it's weird. He earned that PhD, but he still lets people call him Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What the heck is that about?
I didn't go to evil school to be called Mr.
Thank you very much.
What's his wife's name? Lauren.
Nora.
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 Some quality time.
We need some
quality
time.
I wasn't going for that. I was going for the animated series.
Oh.
Nora.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Good night.
You won't put me in the cooler.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just got a tweet via the tweet machines from Allie from Silver Moon E.
Ooh, it's a lady.
Moon Eye. Ooh, it's a lady.
It's a lady.
Crazy episode. Do you think Butch is setting a trap for Penguin? So we're going to talk about
Penguin.
Penguin. For the Penguin.
Penguin. Penguin.
Dave?
Cumberbatch has it.
Yes, Dave.
I just thought I'd raise my hand. I don't know why.
That's nice. We should start doing
It's very polite.
Yes, I do.
You do? So you think he got reprogrammed?
I think he's reprogrammed. You know why? Because I would let her
that
reprogram
took like 45 minutes. How?
Ew.
I like Butch, but how dumb is he?
He's very dumb, don't you
he's
think?
No, he's witty,
mush.
and smart. And
He
he's
got
a
his
great
hand
personality.
cut off. I don't care who you are. I would kill that guy who
Yeah.
cut my hand off.
Yeah, but he spent like weeks or maybe even a month down
Zaz
in
did. Was it
Zaz's
Zaz?
garage or his basement getting programmed, and then Tabitha with her whip is going to reprogram him in like an hour?
Again, wouldn't you be
She's
reprogrammed?
she's got the right equipment
yes.
to reprogram a
That's what I'm
man.
talking about.
Different equipment than...
That's what I'm talking about.
Does not.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, the way she's good.
Well, he
Yeah,
probably, at this point, wouldn't mind to be reprogrammed because he can't be that big of a fan of the Penguin after he took his hand. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't just quit or walk. I mean, I don't know. But
I quit.
yeah, I quit. I can take my one
But
hand
I
and get
gotta
out of
agree
here.
with you because I think Galvan is too smart. You know,
That was never going to work.
Yeah, that
I didn't see that. It was
yeah.
all way too. Matter
So
of
yeah, I
fact.
think I don't think he could have escaped, like he said.
Galvin clearly saw a opportunity
Yeah.
and worked it the entire time. Yeah. So that's gonna be weird. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen to Penguin?
Well, what's going to happen to his mom? I don't think anything's going to happen to him because we know that his dad, Penguin's
Shows
dad,
up.
is coming on,
Yeah.
and hopefully it's a mom and dad and Penguin little happy
We'll see.
family.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know.
hopefully he's not there to like avenge his wife's death or
Like,
something.
in their whole history of their family, they were at one point this real, and which actually falls in line with the comics. The Cobblepots were a really prestigious family that aren't anymore, which is funny because I'm surprised they weren't with the five families or whatever.
Oh right.
I'm surprised Cobblepots weren't one of them.
I don't think they were ever very rich.
They were. They were very. At one point, they were very well off. And
Yeah,
I
you're
think-
right. You're right.
In the comics, I know that, and then I think she did mention, because you could tell, like, all of her stuff in her house was, like, looked at one point to be,
Nice.
expensive, nice,
Yeah.
and elegant things, but they're
Right.
all relics now.
Well, speaking of motivations, what do you think of Silver's motivation? Do you think she's just playing the part for Gallivan, who may or may not even be her uncle or whatever they're saying?
I don't even know.
He is.
She-
do you think
she
she's
seems
just
pretty
a
genuine.
pawn there to manipulate Bruce, or is this a real thing that's all nice and innocent? And hey, I came over from the Goldbergs to Gotham for Bruce.
No, I think he's using her, but I think she's.
You don't think she's in on it?
No, I don't think she's in on it. I think she actually legitimately has probably a thing for Bruce, and they'll develop probably a good relationship. But and that's his way of keeping a leash on him, I think, and knowing his whereabouts and stuff like that. So when he plans on unleashing his plan, and
I think she'll be put in danger
all that,
at one
I think
point.
it's going to happen.
Excuse me, sorry.
Because like you pointed out during the episode,
It's live.
Cory, he's got Bruce right there.
Yeah.
Just take him.
Yeah, just
What's he waiting for?
he wants to make it a nice production. It needs to be part of the ceremony. Everything needs to fall together just right. It's beautiful. It's a keep your friends close, but your enemies closer type deal, and I respect that. I like that tension. You feel that tension. You're like, the guy is after us right there. But obviously there is that aspect of just shoot him in the head. Like
Don't tell him your plan. Shoot him.
Yeah. So like that Family Guy bit with like Home Alone with competent robbers, like they just come in and like just shoot them. Like, hey, watch out for those cars right there. Like you may trip. Okay, you walk around it.
You sly dog, you caught me monologuing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Incredibles.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That's great.
I think we saw a real moment tonight with Selena Kyle. She's always putting up the front. Whenever anyone says, "Oh, you care," she's like, "No, I don't. You're stupid." So is your face.
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
You're dumb.
Yeah, but in
You
this
got a dumb
one,
head.
she actually came back. She hugged, not Tabitha. I keep wanting to say Tabitha.
Bridget.
Brittany?
I'm sorry. Are you saying
Bridget Pike. Yes,
Bridget.
I think I can
Dang it.
solve the whole Pam dilemma for you. No, yeah, that's pronounce it how it's spelled. It's Bridget. There's a D in there.
Bridget.
See?
Bridget.
Wow. How did Ivy show up just all of a sudden?
Ivy shows up at the weirdest moments.
But I mean, did he
He just went to the normal spots and picked her up. She's a street rat.
Street rat.
her whole character is confusing to me. Like
I'm still confused why she was hyped so much in
season one.
In season one, in all the promos and all the print stuff. It's like before there was Poison Ivy.
I will tell you this: it was cool to hear Bullock say Ivy, just to say I thought that was neat. I thought that was cool because he's sitting there in front of her. She's gonna be this huge villain at one point. Oh, sorry, I spit right on you. And
Shammy?
Yeah.
Shamwell?
So, yeah, I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And he ate her candy bar. What a punk.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you see him walking out with it?
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Like $100,000.
All right, I'll go get you a candy bar. I'm Bullock.
I was like, what do you? Oh, what did you get Ivy one? I mean, I'm not gonna get my own candy bar.
I do want to say too, Russell Berger, King Darkheart. He said did you see that one? He did it again. He said he still says that Theo is the leader of the Order of Saint Dumas. Which
Saint Dumbass.
It's pronounced Dumas.
I gotta say, I'm
Mr. Dumbass.
I'm not familiar with Dumas. Was that wasn't one of the families, was it, that he was talking about?
It's been so long since I've.
Dumas, yeah, that was one of the five families.
Why?
I thought it was, but
It was.
Oh, the five families.
Yes.
I thought
I'm
you
not
meant-
sure.
One of them was
I'm not
Dumbass.
sure who that. I don't know really. Russell might know more, obviously, about who they are. I'm not really sure who they are.
That's why we.
Yeah.
That's why we have the Berger man.
That's right. The
Yeah.
furniture.
The Sacred Order of Saint
Berger guy.
Dumas.
Yes.
Saint Dumbass.
Dumbass.
That's awesome.
That's right.
I don't even know
But,
what that commercial was about. Like, I just remember that's something.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm thinking of Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dumbass. It's pronounced Dumas. Yeah. That commercial actually kind of ripped off Shawshank.
Yeah,
Redemption,
they did,
but
they did.
whatever. It was all to sell.
I'll look
Snickers or
that
something.
up.
I don't remember
I'll
either.
look that up, Russell. We'll talk. Actually, here he goes. I knew he was going to mention something right now.
Oh, and it's a link. Like we have time to read a link.
No, it's a picture.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you draw that?
Can everyone see? Can everyone see?
He's like on a mount. Is he? What is he? I can't even see that. Let me see.
Give me that. Is it right here? There you go. See?
Let me see. I gotta see it.
Well, we got a close-up camera here.
He's got a fire lightsaber.
Put it up to the camera.
That's the Knights of
Is he
Ren.
the Knights of Ren?
That's the Knights of Ren.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
We don't have that camera.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And that's my.
He does have a
that's my
fire
camera.
lightsaber.
Okay, stop talking about the fire lightsaber.
Okay. Isn't that like the Templars?
It does look like the Templars.
Templar flags?
Templars.
Looks like the
Templars.
Templars.
National treasure over
Anyway.
here all of a sudden.
Thanks, Russell.
But we did have a return of a
Pickles
bullockism,
courage.
I would say. He called him an asshat. Called someone an asshat. So
An asshat?
that was always lovely.
Yes.
And then Jim said he was an asshat, but
I remember that.
you killed him with your kicks.
Yeah.
Your kicks of fury.
Yeah, and then you kicked. Oh, yeah. That's not on me. I almost sound like Funkhauser just then. It's the Funkmeister.
There's actually a lot still to talk about. We're just about out of time. Just one last thing. I just want to talk real quickly about more training that we saw.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Alfred training Bruce. Gave him a nice little pop.
Alfred hitting kids
Pop
again,
there.
man.
Yeah.
He's a child beater.
I
He
think
beats
we're
them.
starting to see a pattern with Alfred.
He's got a problem. He's got
Yeah.
a serious issue. This is dude brought up. The slap.
Azrael.
Here we go. Back to the slap.
Oh, it's Azrael.
When Batman gets his
What?
back broken by Bane, Azrael steps in and becomes like
No, the
robotic
order.
Batman.
He's saying the order of Saint Tomas is Azrael.
You know, that's funny.
That's
I
right.
should have known that.
That's
I
very
literally
right.
just got done with the game
That's
not long
good.
ago.
Yep.
And he plays a part in that. So
That's a good theory, man. Yeah, I like that one. That's possible.
Do you
That's-
think?
Man, I mean, he's not. I think Russell. I think he's just talking about Theo not being Azrael, but being
Sure.
just the leader
Yeah.
of that order. Which
if that's
I
the
don't know.
case, then they're doing their homework. Good. Bravo, Gotham. Good job. A lot better than golf clap.
yeah.
Last season, last season.
Well, there's just a ton more comic stuff coming
Yeah,
out of
Right,
this.
but don't you remember like last season us talking about, man, I wish they had this opportunity to tie in this.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
could have
yeah,
done
yeah.
this. I feel like they're doing it.
They are.
They are doing
You're
it.
right. You're right.
It's great.
And another great thing.
I think they're watching. Are they watching us?
Yeah, another great thing I loved, well, obviously, about this episode,
Avi.
Avi, Totavi, was that.
Hi, Dr. Tompkins.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I'm trying to.
Sorry.
Do the
Sorry.
purple
Go ahead.
share.
Okay.
Is that I was like, oh great, well they're back to their old, freak of the week, freak of the 2 episodes, and then they get killed off. I was like, oh great, but I was so glad to see the Firefly not dead, just gestating, pupa state
yeah.
to become a fire butterfly.
Gross.
Fire butterfly.
Oh,
what?
disgusting.
It's called a
Okay,
metaphor, Dave.
Gestating?
I get
Gestating
it,
to a
but
pupa, larvae state. Anyway, okay, that will
Good job.
about
Good job.
Yeah, about do it for this episode of After Gotham. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at After Gotham. You can also subscribe to this by going to youtube.com/21network. Hit the subscribe button. We have a whole playlist. Season 1 of it was then called The Gotham After Show. Season 2 now called After Gotham. There's also a lot of other videos like Dave's in the comics, Dead Edition. You can see random stuff from Cory. There's hearsay. He's doing video content. Who knows? And I'm pretty much just on this show and some other things like What's in the Box and other shows like that. So, moral of the story, go to youtube.com/21network and hit that subscribe button. For David Cottingham at DCottingham21 on the tweets. For Cory Cooley at CoolMasterCoo. For Chad Perkins, I am Chad Perkins21 on the tweet machines. You stay frosty.